Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be treating this pond behind me. Um, the water is not clear. This pond is about 4 months old. There's a little bit of life in there right now, but I need to make sure this is clear. Uh, the reason for this pond, it was to bring in the wildlife, and it's actually working. Um, as you can see, there's a lot of deer coming in. There's a lot of deer tracks, possibly hogs, just maybe some coyotes. But water is definitely essential for the wildlife out here and to bringing the animals that you want in your land. So today I'm going to be using some lime, and I'm gonna place a trail camera. But how can I place a trail camera out here? There's no trees. Well, I'll show you how to do that. So let's get to work. So how am I going to treat this pond? Well, today I'm going to be using some lime. This is powder lime made by Austin Powder Company, Texas, and the lime will actually clear the water. It will also work as a water, or should I say, it'll help with water retention to make the ground harder. And it will kill any algae or anything that you don't want in growing in your pond that's not supposed to be there. So I'm going to be distributing this powder along the sides of the pond, and hopefully in a few weeks I'll see a difference. All right, so what you want to do, get a good scoop. And wow, look at all these deer tracks. They're just everywhere. And you start spraying it, or not spraying it, but kind of just put it along the side. And yep, it looks like it's taking it really good. And there's a feather, which means that birds are coming in, and usually birds will bring eggs of different species of fish. Now I got lime everywhere, all over me. And this is interesting. I have a lot of feathers, maybe some doves. I'm not sure what happened here, but it's possible the raccoons brought one in and ate it. That is possible. Look at all these tracks. So I'm gonna try to come in here. Throw some in the center. And we'll continue going to the other side. It's kind of hard to walk on this surface right now. It's very wet. But we're gonna continue to put some of this powder along the other side. Looks like I got maybe that's a deer. More raccoons. A lot of raccoons. A lot of deer. Got more feathers. And a lot of raccoons. Now we are on the other side, and it's a little bit more dry, but I still have the same amount of tracks. It just telling me that there's just tons of wildlife. Now, I'm not really sure what that is. Little bug right there. But there's definitely a lot of wildlife here. So It's really good. Okay, now that I have put the lime all over the pond and all over myself apparently, we're gonna go ahead and place a deer cam or a trail cam to see the wildlife activity. So you can see there are no trees around the pond. And so how am I gonna do that? Well, just have to be a little bit innovative. So I'm going to use a T-post or picket, T-post picket. I'm gonna use old wild game deer cam. I'm going to use some bungee cords. Okay, you don't have to use a bungee cord. You can use a strap, as long as the strap is not in front of the lenses. But I think this is the only way I can do it, and let's see if it works. Okay, to drive this T-post into the ground, I'm going to have to use the old manual T-post driver. Not my preferred method, but in this case, the best method. So, I'm gonna place it right here. Good enough. Now we're gonna place our trail camera. Before that, I'm going to put the SD card in it. Make sure it's set. Looks like we're good. So most of the tracks are that direction, all along the banks. So I'm gonna have to place the camera facing that direction. The deer may get spooked first 2 or 3 days. They've probably never seen this. Well, I'm sure, no, they never seen this camera right here, but they'll get used to it. So let's place this on there. Okay, I think that's gonna work just fine. It is important to know or to understand the way the trail cam works. Most trail cams have a wide range of visibility, not so much up and down, but left and right, yes. So if I want to get really good pictures of any wildlife out here, I have to place it in a way that is going to, well, I think is going to capture most of this region where all the tracks are, but I think it's going to work. Well, that's it for pond treatment. I'll come out here in another few weeks for more lime and just to see the progress. Again, if you want to bring wildlife in, or even if you just want to raise cattle or go fishing, it's important to treat your pond. But for wildlife out there, put some water in there. It'll bring birds, it'll bring, as you can see on the tracks, you got deer, I think you got hogs, you got raccoons, possible coyotes, just about anything out here. So we'll look around. There's a lot of woods around the pond. So you want to centralize the water source, and most of the wildlife will come. So anyways, got any suggestions on how to treat a pond? I'll take all comments, all suggestions, and so make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and stay outdoors.